Hello, I'm NeoGet, and welcome back to the Tesseract server. We're over at the as yet unnamed Project Pyramid. Haven't yet come up with what I want to actually call this place. We're just hanging out in my house at the moment because I just wanted to show you around really. So out here is my sort of enclosed garden area. Got a few plants. I did have a decoration plan that required all three sections, and then I ended up putting my animal farms in here for the moment. So until they move, the decoration in here isn't happening. This area was going to be a lake, and it was just going to be very pretty. It's a design that I made following the terrain originally on the beta server for 1.7 when the snapshots were running. So it's not quite the same because I didn't follow the terrain here. I just built exactly the same house. Oh wow, that was lucky. I've been having awful luck with those eggs. Been throwing hundreds of them and being lucky if I get a single chicken. So yeah, got a few sheep here ready to start the sheep farm when we get there, but that's not going to be for a while yet. And a very small amount of wheat farming because that really isn't one of our food sources. The occasional monster does make it under there, mainly the zombies, they occasionally, because if you're pressing jump while swimming against it, you sometimes get a really high jump, which then makes you go quite deep in the water, and so they manage to slip under it. It's not really intentional that they manage that, but I can't be bothered to make it look ridiculous by having the fence go any lower, so haven't bothered with that. Oh, Enderman's been visiting. Get a lot of those. Got very little lit up around, so there's so many spawns everywhere. This side, pretty safe. This is tall enough. I've gone round and made sure that this is the height sort of most of the way round, most sides of this, apart from the mountain here and the hills over in the corner over there. But zombies with their pathing, they just see me from anywhere over here and run along up here, over to there, and down here. By which point they've normally burnt to death and don't actually get to me, so it's not too bad. And we'll just quickly pop in and say hello to my horse. Let's get his name on screen. Okay, he turned around. There we go. That's my horse. Eventually this will cover the whole floor in here. I'm debating just having it change directions there. He was originally actually penned in with a lead, but the lead vanished one day. Don't know what happened. And very simple mechanism to stop him walking out, which is good since the lead disappeared on me. Still get a lot of mobs around here because of the things that path over there, and just skeletons that apparently can shoot you through cobblestone walls. Took a lot of damage when I was last visiting him and it was nightfall, but not too bad, you know. So this whole area, you can't see any of the other edges of it, unfortunately. It's about, I think, 320 blocks square or something. It's something like 320 or 280. I've got two different projects written down, and I can't remember which one was which size, and I'd have to go open the notepad and find out in order to let you know. I need to block this off actually. I keep finding, that was a bit of a loading issue, skeletons hiding in there, and around here I keep getting attacked by creepers. Fortunately, thanks to these slabs, one time came up out of here, I was facing this way, opened up chat, and I hear this hiss. So boom, I get thrown forward. Hiss, boom, happens again. Turn around, kill a third one that jumps down, and find that a whole slab had been destroyed. I love the blast resistance of slabs. So the glass is pretty much mirrored, other than obviously breaks and things like lighting. I'm going to have to actually put torches on these corners once the corners are dug. The slabs here, these are only actually slabs, not whole blocks of cobble, much like up there, you can see, are denoting where I've dug out. And then obviously the glass is just to light it up. So this is the beginnings of the pyramid. There we go. So where this water is all going to be filled in. I'm thinking I really want to do it with iron blocks. Iron blocks would allow me to have beacons down here. Otherwise, I just want to get 9 iron blocks down here, or any other, block. It doesn't have to be iron. And a beacon just to get haste, which would rapidly improve this, as most of this is being dug out with stone tools. I've only just built a few extra iron tools. Got some iron recently, found a cave. I'll discuss that though in a minute, because that was part of a different project to this. This has yielded very little iron. I'm lucky if I get about 4 pieces of iron per 3 iron pickaxes. Hell of a lot of stone pickaxes, and not that many iron pickaxes have gone into this. So I'm just very slowly digging it out, and as you can see, this is the shape of the pyramid as it will take as it gets dug. So just slow going really, as this has to actually make it up to y equals 64, which is why everything on the top layer, not the first layer here, but the very top layer, is slowly being eroded to y equals 64 when I get bored. That there, I think, yeah, there's no other holes. That there leads to a skeleton spawner, and there's a cave near my house which actually has a zombie spawner in. I plan to turn those into proper like XP grinders eventually, but not quite yet. And so yeah, this here is the other thing I'm working on. I alternate between deforesting and leveling this area, which is huge. Sort of doing work on making sure the wall is complete all the way around, and digging that hole. And so this needs to actually be made one wider on each side, because right now I do apologise. Right now it's 1 block wide, which means horses can't actually make it down this. It's a human only tunnel at the moment, and at some point I do plan to actually make it mildly safer, but this is heading towards spawn because of the here we go. This is the edge of the pyramid's area. The pyramid itself should stop somewhere around 20 blocks that way, but then the extra distance is to allow me to actually terraform, so that after you leave the perfect dug out pyramid, the land will then start becoming normal terrain again. So then everything after that is heading towards spawn. So yeah, about halfway between that corner and spawn, you hit an ocean, and then that ocean goes all the way to spawn. There's probably only about 30 blocks from the ocean to like spawn town, so really is very close, which again is not horse friendly at all. Going to have to work out what I'm going to do about that, but this currently goes halfway to that ocean. This here is a ravine. This is where I got all the iron that made the iron pickaxes that I've used. There wasn't overly much. I think I got a stack and 1 piece from here, a lot of which is now gone. Some of it went into replacing my armor, as my original armor set got lost to a unfortunate encounter with some pigmen. There was no iron in that cave system. It's not a very deep one. I didn't dig into the walls to see if it went any further or anything. And then we emerge here. I do actually plan to put some sort of like support structures and everything. Actually, I can jump off under this, so it's not just a floating thing. I do plan to turn it into a proper bridge at some point. Not sure when, but some point. And in here should be a block of lava. Here, yeah. If I make my way up again, so long as nothing's happened to it in the interim. That is why I've got 3 iron in my inventory, was I was planning on making a bucket for it. I need all the lava I can get, as the lighting systems for the pyramid are lava. I plan to have lava, defending the area and things. I just have a lot of needs for lava. Yep, excellent. No one's come and disrupted this one. The previous piece of lava I'd found had to unfortunately be disrupted. Oh yeah, I blocked that off for safety. Martin's horse got stuck in the ravine, so he had to block off the lava in order to get his horse out safely, which was just so frustrating because I'd found it, headed back home. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, so I decided, you know what, turn off, go back the next day, get the lava. Go back the next day, lava's gone. Martin had managed to come visit in that short time between me finding the lava and me actually making any efforts to retrieve it. So he's very kindly actually left a chest back at home that I will show you in a little bit, that contains a really amazingly generous donation from Martin. And this is literally just this. That ends like right there. I just thought it was nice to leave it open. No point in shutting off what isn't actually dangerous. And then that's as far as I have got. I will try to add in here where I'm going to run back to home. I will try to add in on the video the series of images I've been taking from our overhead map. We've got an overworld viewer, so that you can see sort of the progress that has been made over time of my work on this server, because it's hours and hours and hours of work and you just can't see it. Uh-oh, don't want to get shot. Sorry, skeleton there. Don't know if I've got the pictures up right now, as that's something I'll try and do in post-editing. So if you didn't see it, there was a skeleton trying to shoot me off the exposed bridge section. And yeah, I do hours and hours and hours of work, take a picture on the overviewer, and so little has changed. The scale of this project is humongous. I really should have considered it better before I actually took this on, you know. I didn't think that bit through very well, and the fact that I also want to build the sister city with all the aqueducts and everything is going to be interesting. So it's coming along quite well, though. The more I find of the iron and things, the quicker I can go, and I've now got the supplies to make an enchanting table, so that's in the making. I will do that at some point. I could have had it already, but I didn't want to touch the chest that Martin left me before I got it on video, just so that you can see how awesome he is. And so once you've done that, I can build it. Oh, stay away from me, creeper. They have an awful habit of exploding as you sprint past them. Really frustrating. Yeah, so anything sort of above y equals 64 out here, I'm hoping to eventually take out. Anything below that can just stay below that, you know, that's not a concern. So let's just quickly sleep, as unless I've missed it, nope, I am the only person online at the moment. So there we go. And now that everything's dying, let's just keep an eye out for any zombies making their way. Nope, looks like we're okay. So yeah, here we go. Present from Martin. Isn't that incredible? Yeah. So I now have the obsidian I need to make the come on, brain. The obsidian I need to make the enchanting table. I've found 4 diamonds so far digging that hole. I haven't really been doing any caving, unfortunately, so I've not got anything from that. Methinks an Enderman came visiting. Let's take that out. Twice. Okay. Strange goings on. This is my storage room. Plenty of space for expansion. I was thinking I could have more chests sort of here if I need them and things, or just, you know, dig it out further sideways if I need to. this is just very much so a expanded as and when it will be needed one. I've got far too much cobblestone. I keep offering it out to people, and no one's willing to make the journey over here to actually fetch the stuff, which is really frustrating. Similar amount of dirt, just only in that one at the moment. I was actually racing ahead with the dirt because of all the taking stuff down to y equals 64, but then I was digging the hole, so not that much sand, you know, doing alright for this one. That's mostly come from corner of the square over in that direction, just touches on a beach, which is where that's all come from. And then I've got chest for mob drops. That's all the arrows I have at the moment, so really need to get that spawner going as soon as possible. So yeah, hostile mobs, passive mobs. I have been doing so much blooming deforesting. Oh, there we go. That I've got far too much oak wood, very little. Oh, sorry. Game's obviously catching up with how many times I tried to open it. Very little of the spruce wood. There was, I think, 2 spruce wood trees. The rest of this has all been farmed. That's needed for something coming up at spawn. There's tons of spruce wood at spawn. I need the leaves. I've been farming leaves. If I head over here to the saplings and leaves chest, I need, I think, just under 4 stacks of spruce leaves for what I want to do. So that's just something, and here we go. This is my items chest. So we have ores that I haven't yet processed, blocks that are being put together. As you see, I'm up to 7 of the 9 I need to create that brain. Sorry, my brain really isn't working tonight. In order to create the beacon, and so I could finish it off with the lapis, if that works. I'm not sure if lapis works for beacons or not. I'd have to check. I don't have any emeralds yet, so those need to come, and that's about as much gold as I've found. I'm saying that's 10, so yeah, that is all of the gold I've found. I've not used any. Not quite all the redstone I've found. There's a little bit more down here in the fishing machine. This one I didn't bother building the automatic fishing rod dispenser, as I don't actually spend much time down here AFK fishing. Most of it is just done when I'm sort of like maybe taking a break to check some footage or eat some dinner or whatever, go chat to my parents. I'll shove my character down here fishing and then just leave it. I have actually gone through the 2 rods that I fished up recently, but I got a couple of saddles. I'm actually looking for nameplates because my horse out there, that I can never pronounce his name correctly, I just love the name, is so slow that over at spawn I caught another horse. Apparently it's quite fast. Autumn Fairy's got a test track over there, and she's put it through the test track. It's got a 3.5 block jump height and a 15 timer, not 15 timer tick, I think that's the minimum it can be, a 22 timer tick speed. If you check out Martin's channel, that's It's Martin, he's got a video on a horse timer, which is the one that's used, and in that he shows you how to build it, and I'm not entirely certain how long the track is for that, but that's so I'm trying to find the entrance to a cave here. There we go. That's the one that's been used. I really should make an actual entrance to this. This is where the spawner is. I'm just going to show you. So yeah, she's checked out the horse for me, measured it up and everything, so we know what its stats are. Oop, this is dark. I didn't think I'd left it dark. Ooh, iron. There we go. This is obviously not the direction to... more iron. I'll collect all this later off camera. Oh, didn't mean to fall. What was I saying? So yeah, she's tested that for me, and at some point I need to go... ooh, lovely. Purchase a horse off her. Not a horse, a donkey. Because I'm naming the horse that's at spawn Fenrir, and then the donkey is going to be called something along the lines of Jormungandr or something. It's another one of Loki's children that I'm naming them all after. All the farmyard animals escaping down here. So yeah, we have the spawner in here. I just slabbed it freeze. I didn't have many torches on me at the time. I found some horse armor in here, which was nice. That's what my horse is wearing at the moment, but I'm probably going to swap that onto Fenrir, given that he's the one I'm going to be running back to spawn a lot. But yeah, they're going well though, gathering them. Autumn's breeding a load of horses and things at spawn, and so as I say, I'm going to buy a donkey off her and get that for moving things backwards and forwards. I'm told there's a trading post of some sort near spawn that I plan to dump a load of that cobble in, wrong way, because I really do not need all that cobble at the moment. Once it gets further through and I actually start to work on the second city, then sure, I need all that cobble and things, but I'm going to have so much of it left over from, let's mark that actually. That's probably going to bug me. Let's do it at an angle so I know it's not a lighting torch. But yeah, so he's going to lose his armor at some point, but he's going to stick around. You know, he's my first horse and has been very good to me so far, but because of having to avoid the ocean over there, it took actually longer to get over here than it did on foot. You know, on foot it takes from morning to just before dusk. On him, it's actually hitting nightfall when I get here. And then I have to build a way for him to get out of this hole, or run along the edge with the night falling, getting attacked by monsters. It's not ideal. But you can't really see that I've done much here, but the pictures I hope were included in the video earlier should have shown actually how much has changed. How much deforestation there has been. I am so tempted to just take a flint and steel to this place. No, I don't have one on me at the moment. I normally walk around with a flint and steel on me just in case. But this mountain has been slowly being carved out. There's even more hill just over there that needs dealing with. But this is such a slow process. As I say, especially because mostly it's with stone tools, but I'm trying to dig out everything 2 blocks outside of that wall so that things can't jump over it or jump onto the wall to then run towards me. So I've been incredibly slowly carving this out, and then as I say, everything on that side of the wall wants to be taken down to y equals 64. Once I've dug the hole for the pyramid, that will then be destroyed, that layer that's left. So the 2 layers that exist on the section where the hole is what I'm planning to have until it's all dug, at which point then I will take out everything else. So as you can see, the path continues down here. If I actually make my way down to it, I can just show you the sort of extent of this place. So yeah, all this needs to be dug out to make it safer, as I don't want things jumping onto this wall from outside the square. Once that's done, I probably will actually take the time to go around lighting up the area, which won't necessarily be perfect until it's flattened, but, you know, it will help. And I need to collect so much lava, because that's what my planned item is for lighting everything. And so, yeah, this is what I've been up to. This and messing around at spawn. Made quite a few little things at spawn. I made a community storage building that isn't in any way intended to be a permanent storage building. It was very much so a temporary, let's play with dark oak and acacia wood and make a huge obvious place so that we can clear out the center of spawn. We've got some discussion going on at the moment about what we actually plan spawn to look like. Once we settle on an idea, then we hope to build that. There's a cave network just under me as I run here. You can just see the entrance there. That is evil. It has a real frequency of having witches in it, and that is a change I absolutely abhor. I can't believe they thought that having witches spawn absolutely everywhere was a good idea. I hate that change and really hope it gets sort of edited at some point. Do you mind trying to record here? Thank you. So yeah, this is my project. The lengths of it anyway. Please don't blow up. Move. Thank you. Oh, didn't actually know it would take just one hit to kill. So you can see here I've been partially doing the digging. The internal side isn't quite as important, as I say, because I plan to actually somewhat light that up. But this outside area I've been trying to work on, and if I can show without getting shot off, I've been making it into a wall so that anywhere where it's actually lower than necessary, that it's still not going to let things through. But as I say again, once it's all completed and terraformed, this wall will disappear. But I am debating filling this channel with lava for the moment, because A, I need somewhere to store the lava as I collect it anyway, because I've got to hit a lava pool at some point, because I'm digging down so deep, you know, it's just inevitable. And B, it will just defend me a bit more against the monsters, you know. So let's head indoors, and then I think that's going to be the end of this episode for today. I'm going to continue working on things and hopefully have a lot more to show for it next time, but I think there's a good chance I'll actually be over at Spawn for the next video. As I say, I need to run over there, get my new horse, and as I've got a little project I want to do with the spruce leaves, and if I've got what I need at Spawn, then I can complete that project in one trip. If not, I will find a way to deal with it. But I sent out a request for some items on the Skype chat a little while back, so they may or may not be there. You know what, let's make a new chest for lava storage. I'll worry about labelling it later. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this look at what I'm up to at the moment. I'm going to try and edit in those pictures for you, so fingers crossed you've seen those. And so yeah, I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.